The man had just returned to the classroom when he discovered that his desk had been thrown outside. At that moment, a girl sitting nearby invited him to share a desk, but he declined. He calmly opened the window, and the next second, he gracefully sat on the windowsill. At that point, one of the boys in the class couldn't stand it any longer and decided to teach Sakamoto a lesson. Just as Sakamoto finished answering the teacher's question and was about to sit down, the boy quickly pulled away his chair. However, the next second, Sakamoto's body seemed to freeze in midair. The boy was stunned, but he didn't give up. He ripped off the sign from a broken faucet and hid in the corner, waiting for Sakamoto to make a fool of himself. To his surprise, Sakamoto elegantly took a shower, and this scene instantly captivated all the girls in the class. At this moment, the class's delinquents couldn't resist anymore. They dragged Sakamoto back into the classroom, stripped off his clothes, and took photos, planning to send them to all the girls in the class. However, at that very moment, a fire broke out in the room. The students quickly rushed toward the door, only to find it locked. It turned out that the mop outside had fallen over when they closed the door and had blocked it. They tried to use their phones to call for help, but the only phone they had ran out of battery. As the group of students fell into despair, Sakamoto calmly took off his clothes. The delinquent boys were shocked by this sight. Sakamoto then activated his secret technique, jumping repeatedly in front of the fire. The boys weren't sure if this would put the fire out, but when they saw the determination in Sakamoto's eyes, they immediately decided to join in. The noise from above managed to attract the teacher's attention. They arrived just in time, but when the teacher opened the door, he was shocked. He couldn't believe his eyes. There were 4 students dancing around the fire. After the fire was extinguished, the teacher began to ask what had happened. At this point, the delinquents were very nervous. To everyone's surprise, Sakamoto didn't report them, but instead took all the responsibility upon himself.